Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
But he knows you're dating this girl.
Yeah, he knows.
Let's go, guys. John.
Hey,
John.
Hey.
Huh? Guys.
So
you know
too
about
much.
Keep her. You can have her. Have her.
This is like not how this is supposed
Whatever,
to work.
just go. Go with him.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus. I asked her about him, and she said nothing was going on.
Do you want to confront him?
Oh yeah, take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down, get down. Stop.
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to
Whatever,
work.
just go.
John.
Go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hello, I'm Joey Greco. Welcome to this installment of Cheaters. Meet John Bausch, an animated fellow with more questions than answers regarding his girlfriend's questionable behavior. Needing some reassurance before popping the big question, John asks cheaters to uncover the truth.
John Bausch, age 29. A bartender worried that his girlfriend may be sharing a cold one with another male patron.
Me and Amy met, God, it's almost 4 years ago now. And when I first moved to New York City, back in California, I used to race BMX bikes. And the first time I was riding around the city with a friend of mine, Jamie, we were just a really tough, long ride. And we used to always kind of finish in Soho. And then, like, seriously, the two hottest chicks on BMX bikes rode by, like quick, not like just like strolling, like riding. And I've just never been so excited in my life. Me and James got on our bikes and chased him down. Like, it took us like 20 blocks to catch up with him. And I know we just started talking, and like, first I was looking at her friend, but then, you know, there was just something about her. She like let down her hair and was like drinking water, and I started laughing. I was like, oh man, that's the one. I got to get to know her. We had like, you know, the first year was just amazing. It was really, really tight. And it was like, I love you right away. And we were just both like, I mean, it really seemed real. Everybody around us was like, it's real, you're psyched. You know, I met her parents, she met my parents, I knew her sister, she knew my brother. I was like, we were all really tight. And then I went on tour for like a year, and then that was like really rough. And I don't know, I kind of, you know, I blew it just not being there for her as much as I should have. There's just something different about her. Just kind of the way she looks at me. Like before, it was always like, yo, I got a day off work, let's hang out. And then she was like, all right, let's go ride bikes. And now it's kind of like, well, you know, I got to do this, or I got to do that, or, and you know, it's just, I don't know. I see her with other guys sometimes, and I mean, you know, I'm a bartender. It's like I have to flirt a little bit. I mean, it's like, you know, I don't take girls home from work, but I mean, it's like you flirt, you make money, blah, blah, blah. She gets mad about that, so sometimes I think she gets like, well, if you're gonna flirt, I'm gonna flirt. It's very important that I know the truth, just because, you know, I'm starting to get close to being 30. You know, I mean, that marriage stuff is starting to become more of a reality. And if this is gonna be the person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with, I gotta just know. And as long as I know, and either way, like know and work it out, or know and not work it out, you know, and either way, after today, we're either gonna be together for the rest of our lives, or I'll never talk to her again.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Amy Gottlieb, age 24. A salesperson suspected of convincing another man that she is the best deal in town. Investigation Day 1. Cheaters begins the investigation and catches a quick break as suspect Amy Gottlieb leaves her residence. After checking the mail, Gottlieb bundles up and proceeds down the cold city streets. She makes a stop at a local subway terminal and malingers about as if she's waiting on someone. After a short while, a tall man comes up the stairs and leaps into the suspect's awaiting arms. it becomes increasingly clear that these two are more than just friends. Suspect Gottlieb and her unknown companion stay on the move for a couple of blocks before entering a local bar. After a couple of hours, the two make their way outside where Suspect Gottlieb cozies up to her loving friend. The unknown companion is obviously a romantic at heart. He leaves the suspect for just a moment to buy her a flower. Investigators sense that trouble looms on the horizon after she personally thanks him by offering up a sensual embrace. Suspect Gottlieb and her new boyfriend have enjoyed a groovy evening together and decide that it's time to adjourn back to her quarters. Finally, the male companion leaves the apartment and investigators make tracks to prepare for the next phase of the investigation. Investigation Day 2. Cheaters follows the couple to a local coffee shop the very next afternoon. Cameras zoom in on the male companion, who has now been identified as Don Griffin. Suspect Gottlieb chats away with Griffin, and the two appear to be getting along quite well. After sipping on her cappuccino, she warms up to the handsome man by allowing his strong arms to envelop her. Companion Griffin seems to suggest that going upstairs for a nightcap would be in the suspect's best interests. After an hour or so, Griffin comes out donning a large smile and appears to be somewhat out of breath. Cheaters believes that there is more to the story, but calls it a day for now. Investigation Day 5. Cheaters spots companion Griffin walking down the street toward the suspect's residence. Suspect Gottlieb is down in a matter of seconds and seems especially glad to see him. Companion Griffin hails a taxicab. Following the short cab ride, the stunning duo gets out of the vehicle and the two continue where they left off, with yet another hug. Suspect Gottlieb continues with a deliberate mendacity as proven in a recorded phone call to her beloved boyfriend, John.
Hey, baby.
Hey, honey, what's up?
Nothing. I got off work today. What are you doing?
Oh, my sister's in town. I was gonna chill with her, you know?
Oh, cool. I love your sister.
Yeah. She's like not doing too good, so we were just gonna go do like sister stuff.
Alright. I understand. Cool. We'll call when you're done.
Honey.
No worries.
Right.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, babe. Bye.
With the infidelity of suspect Gottlieb no longer in doubt, cheaters must now submit all the evidence to John and fill him in on his girlfriend's secret life. After the break, the confrontation.
Now that Amy's acts of infidelity are documented, Cheaters reaches out to John to end his uncertainty. Ready to find out the truth, John braces himself for what lies ahead.
Thanks for meeting us out here.
No worries.
Obviously, you know why we're here. Unfortunately, one of the reasons that we wanted to have you out here was because we had some information that we thought it was important for you to see. Are you ready to take a look at that?
Yeah.
On this day of the investigation, we just see her hanging out at a subway station. You was there, meeting someone.
I knew it was that guy.
So you know who this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know exactly who that is.
Here we see the relationship starts to take a little bit of a different turn. Gives her a flower and something that she's grateful for.
He works at my work.
So he knows you,
Yeah, and we're not tight. I mean, I say what's up to him, but that's about it.
but he knows you're dating this girl.
Yeah, he knows.
We continue the investigation. We were able to catch up with them at a local coffee shop. It looks like that they've had this going on for a while. Here they head back to her place.
I knew it.
Okay, and this day of the investigation, they go to a local lingerie shop.
She doesn't even wear that stuff.
They go to her place. I know it's not what you wanted to see.
I asked her about him. She said nothing was going on. They were just friends and whatever. I knew it though.
She told you she was with her sister.
So she was going out with her sister to go do her hair. Something stupid like that. I don't know.
We do know that they're together right now at a local museum. Do you want to confront her?
I got it. I gotta just tell her. I'm like, now I know. She got nothing to hide. I seen it.
Okay. What we're going to do right now is get into position, stay out of sight when they're coming on out, and we'll go see if we can find out some answers. John, they're going in and out of galleries. They're on this block. They're working their way in and out, and they're headed towards us right now. Let's start moving here. Stay close. Let's go, guys.
John, just friends, right? Right? Just friends. John, hey, come on, what?
It's not
What?
like
We're just
that.
hanging out.
Like that.
We're just hanging out and checking out some artwork.
You better get out of my
What the
face.
camera?
God.
You, man, huh? Huh?
Guys,
You wanna go? Scared of you?
Who the hell are you guys?
Listen, let me talk to my
Amy.
girlfriend. Remember my girlfriend?
Yeah, your girlfriend. It's the girlfriend you had last week at the bar.
Dude, keep me out of your
forget
fantasy.
about-
What's going on?
My
Baby.
fantasies.
Is going on.
Amy,
What
I
is
thought you
going
said
on?
you were done with her.
Yo, I'm talking to her.
You talking to her now? You never talked to her
Me
before
and you are
this.
gonna talk later. Listen, just listen.
Look, why don't you get your hand off?
Yo,
Whoa, guys.
Why don't you get your hand off?
Hey, hey.
What? You want some?
Whoa.
Yeah, I do
Whoa.
want some. What you
Oh my God.
What, John?
What? Yeah, what?
Huh?
Whatever.
Oh, hit it right now. Huh?
I'm not scared of you, dude. Dude, we'll do it later.
What are you guys
You know
doing
where I
here?
work.
Who are these people?
Amy.
Now you're that
just
person.
hanging out
Now
with
you're that
him.
person.
Amy.
Like for real.
Now you're that person. Now
You
you're
have
that
something to
person.
say. Why don't you say to me?
Man, I ain't got nothing to say to you till later.
Till later?
Yeah, what? Now you can't talk to me? What? You want something?
Yeah, I do.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
Now
You
you're
have
that
something
person.
to say. Why don't you say to me?
Man, I ain't got nothing to say to you till later.
Till later?
Yeah, what? Now you can't talk to me? What? You want something?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, I
You don't want me to
trusted
fight you more?
What are you doing?
Trusted me. Trusted me nothing. Trust me
I
nothing.
trusted you.
told me
I
this
went
dude 2
back to
days
you,
ago.
and then he tells
2
me that
days
there's
ago.
girls at the bar all the time.
When you listen to this dude, all this dude wanted to get in your
I've
number
seen
whatever.
you. I've seen it happen.
Hey, John, at least I
When did
treat
you
her
see it
right,
happen?
man.
When did you see it happen?
At least I treat her right. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Relax.
At least I treat her right. At least I'm not cheating on her every second I get flirting with
Wait,
every
have
girl
you
at the
ever
bar.
seen me cheat on her?
For tips.
Have you ever seen
I
me cheat
waited
on
for
her?
at least an
You
hour
didn't
every
come
night to
home
cook the
tonight.
bar.
Where did
so
you
you
go?
could
You
finish
didn't
with the
come
girl.
home the other night.
I gotta work late. I worked till 6 morning.
Yeah,
I
but
couldn't
you
help
still
it.
gotta
me.
sleep
Sitting there.
somewhere. We're sleep.
I got home late.
You
I was
didn't
home
get
late.
home. Bull.
I ain't going anywhere.
She's gonna stay with you? You gonna stay with him?
You can stay with me. If you want him, you can have him. Fired, by the way.
Yeah, whatever.
Fired.
I don't care about the job. I'm here for the girl. Look, Amy, I
Keep her.
love
You can have her. Have her. Take him. Go. Bye.
Bugging, John.
Yeah, whatever. I'm bugging.
Okay, what are you guys doing? Out of here, huh?
Sorry. I didn't want to do that. I'm sorry.
All right.
You hit me.
Don, don't do it. For real. It's not worth it.
Get that dude away from me. I don't want to get arrested.
Don't worry.
What?
Huh? You messing with my whole afternoon. If you had something to say, you could have said it to me.
You know what?
I don't know what the hell any of this is.
Dude, I did talk to you about it. I talked to you about it a million times. I've talked to you about it.
Why are we
I told
supposed
you
to
it's
have a
only gonna be for a
relationship?
couple months.
How are you supposed to have a relationship
I
when
told
you're
about,
sleeping?
I told you just give me 3 months to save the money.
3 months.
3
It's
months.
been 4 years.
Oh, come
It's
on.
been 4 years. Dude, you.
Whatever.
You
No,
did
I'm
first.
done. No,
You did this
I
first.
never did.
This
and
was,
you know it.
Yes, you. Dude, I straight
I
caught you.
I explained it a million times. I explained that a million times. Why are you acting like you're surprised? Man, baby, I can't even believe I did this.
Yeah.
I don't know what. This is like not how this is supposed to
Whatever,
work.
just
John.
go. Go with him. Go with him and stay with him. Spend 4 years with him. You can have him.
All right, let's get you in here.
I know for a fact she's gonna be calling me like in an hour. I just wish she would have told me. It would have been so much easier if she would have just told me. I don't know, man. I feel like I did everything right. I mean, I know that I wasn't the best boyfriend in the world, but I know worse.
After the confrontation, John gains control of his anger and tries to accept his girlfriend's perplexing actions. At the end of the show, Cheaters follows up on his progress. But next, Cheaters presents Casey Jones, an outspoken gentleman with a thing or two to say concerning the confrontation by his ex-girlfriend. Casey shares a few choice words with Cheaters.
Casey Jones, age 26. Casey sits with Cheaters to share his feelings about the confrontation.
When everyone just ran in on me at my own house, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know whether to grab a gun and start killing people, or, police are after me for some, maybe I had a warrant out for my arrest, which I probably do. But I didn't know what the hell was going on. It just scared me.
Bitch!
Casey.
What is this? What are you doing?
Who are these people?
You have 5 seconds to get your out of my house.
No, you got 5 seconds.
Yeah, I cheated on her. Just cheating on her before I even met her, That's all it really was to me, I had feelings for her, but she just made me feel like I was stupid. And I don't appreciate people that make me feel like I'm stupid.
Get the out of my house.
Look.
This is my house. You moved in here, so you get out of my house.
I pay your bills, bitch.
You need to quit rubbing that in my face.
Look, that's not going to solve anything. Okay? We know what you've been doing with her best friend.
Get
Is this your girlfriend? Is this your girlfriend? Is this your girl?
Out of my house.
You need to get off me.
Out of my house, now.
I didn't really know what to think, but just, trying to defend myself physically and mentally, and I was just pissed. I was straight up pissed off. I wanted to beat everyone that night. And all those people that came in that night are very lucky.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you like that, huh? Damn it! Yeah, go. Here we go.
Kristen? Well, there's a lot of things I want to say about her. Wish she was here, so I could tell it to her face. But stupid didn't. She's too much of a chicken. She can't take the heat. She got her ass out of the kitchen with my foot in her ass. I can guarantee if she ever calls me again, or even wants to even attempt to get back together, it's just not gonna happen.
Get in, get in, get in. Whoa. That is just nuts. He's losing it.
No, this experience hadn't changed my life at all. No, not a single bit. I still live my life the way I want to live it. People can't take it, they can kiss my ass.
With a confrontation complete, John is taking a break to speculate on what the future may hold for him. He speaks openly about his love for bike racing and how he hopes to get reacquainted with the sport he left behind. He says that Amy hurt him deeply and does not wish to communicate with her just yet. John maintains his innocence with regard to her counter-accusation of infidelity. John confesses that he still loves Ms. Gottlieb and has trouble getting her off his mind. "I hope I can deal with this in a mature fashion," he said. "Maybe Amy and I can work out our troubles and be together again someday." Amy Gottlieb says that she is still in love with John, but has trouble dealing with his occupation of choice. She alleges that on countless occasions, he would come home from work smelling like perfume and once even had lipstick on his face. Nonetheless, she expresses an interest in reconciling with him and understands that he will need some time to think about it. "I know what I did is wrong," Ms. Gottlieb replied, "and it's something I will never do again." Several attempts were made by Cheaters producers to contact Don Griffin, but he could not be reached for comment.